tell everybody that will listen to me, whether they want to or not, about y'all and about this place and about these wonderful people, and but mainly about y'all, the students, and what this assembled group has been able to do. And I just it's the proudest thing I've ever been associated with.
You know, I feel really, really privileged today to come and address you. This brings back so many memories for me. I was actually raised in above a restaurant. My parents had a little Italian restaurant on Harrison Avenue. And my three brothers and I lived in one motel room. My parents lived in the other motel room. And so I started at the age of 9 in food service. And since that time, I've been involved in banking business. I've been in the funeral business for 44 years, hospital business, so many different things that it spurred in my life was the beginning of what I learned starting at 9 years old. And it was in the food industry. You learn how to deal with people, you learn how to make people happy, you learn how to handle problems when everybody isn't happy. It is amazing, and you could have no better training in life to start out doing those things. And it can spur, it can even be nailed. Even if you end up in some other type of industry in the future, guess what? You know how to cook, okay? And I have been and still do. I just made last weekend, I wish I could show you a picture, a 34-quart pot of spaghetti sauce.
Oh, wow.
Because I give out gifts at Christmas and people would rather have that than cash. No matter how many computers that we have, no matter how much technology there is in the world, guess what? Everybody's got to eat. You know, think about that. And being involved with food from, going to, even if you move toward the grocery business and stuff, it is invaluable. It has been invaluable for me. And so I say to you today, cherish this, okay? You will be able to go out and set the example for a lot of people in this industry because you know what it takes to work hard, okay? You will learn what it takes to work smart, all right? Then you will make yourself successful. And it isn't always going to be how much money, okay? It could be, what you do on a family basis, whatever legacy you leave, but having a skill, and it's a skill, okay? That skill is invaluable for you for the rest of your life, whatever you go into. So from me to you, I'm honored to be here today. The last time I was here, I had a great meal.
The people that work the hardest on this are you guys, the students, the chef, Ron, his team. It's easy to stroke a check. All the work that goes after that check is harder. We say this all the time. Oh, the good news is we got the grant. The bad news is we got the grant. So you guys are awesome. We're so happy we would be able to do this. This is one of the most rewarding pilot projects we've ever been involved with. And the best thing about it is that Ron and his team have already figured out a way to sustain this. So a lot of times you get a pilot project, when the money's gone, that's the end of it. But this will go on, and we will have time to train a lot more people. Thank you to the graduates. Thank you for your families who supported you and your caregivers and your friends. And we will be watching you, and we know you're going to do great things with this training.
Over 2 years, really, 3 years, I met with Chef Ashman and told him my vision, my thoughts. How can we work on it? How can we make it happen? And there's no greater feeling when you have someone that believes in you, someone that trusts you and says, you know what, I know you'll work through it. And it hasn't always been easy. We went through a change in leadership. But when you said that God provides, we work through it, and He provides, and He's continued to provide. Kim, thank you. Thank you for all your help and support and your staff. I want to say, because again, this is the closeout, but then these guys are going to the employment side starting in January. But I want to recognize some people because, as you mentioned, it is a total team effort. We couldn't be here today without the help and the support. I want to recognize our chef. You know, Chef, I got to tell you, and I've said it to you many, many times, and man, I believe it. I won't say anybody can cook, okay? But I would tell you, people try. But there's one thing that you have a skill, and that is you connect. You connect with our students, and you give them hope, you teach them, you show them, you love them, and it just radiates. And you work magic, I do. We watch it, our staff sees it. You are very talented, and we are very, very blessed to have you. Miss B, where you at, Miss B? Okay, you hiding? Okay. Let me tell you something. Miss B is not only the assistant chef, but she is also an employment specialist. And you name it, she does it. Works behind the scenes many a times. Doesn't want any recognition, but B, we love you and we thank you for everything you do here. Our staff, Joan White, our associate director, all the skills. I mean, you know, decorating, putting things together, keeping me straight is not easy. And I got to tell you, I am blessed with an awesome team. And Joan, our associate director, I want to introduce our employment team. Okay, this is the ladies, Miss Kathy, Miss Devity, Miss Crystal. Okay, they are our employment specialist team. They are our OJT team. They are our job coaches. They go out and find employers to help us to get into the door. We got an exciting phone call yesterday from Jackson County. They have a huge need up there, and there's been some changes, some diversion with one of their partners. So we're going to be able to branch out and do some things and make some things happen also in Jackson County. We're already in Gulf County, we're already in Franklin County, and also Calhoun County. So we are blessed. We are blessed with an amazing team, and it is truly a privilege and an honor to be able to do what we get to do. And again, thank you guys. Thanks for the community. Mayor, thank you for your help and support. He's also on the board for the Bay Health Foundation. It gives us an opportunity for funding. But, and the parents, thank you for trusting us and allowing us to work with your children. We love them, and hopefully you see the work that we're doing, because that's what it's all about. So, you know, just saying thank you just sometimes just doesn't seem enough, but I will tell you that it's genuine and sincere.
I had the pleasure of being one of the teachers for y'all's chef. Jake was, I was gonna say he was an amazing student, but no, Jake was an amazing student, and it was really, you know, it was really God's plan to put him here. Nothing is by accident. God's in charge of everything. So I thank him all the time just for Jake, because I'm sure he's been an invaluable mentor to y'all. So let's come on up and let's get this thing started. How about we do that?
Well, it's very good to see everyone here. I want to say first off that it is a huge honor to work with these students. These guys have been nothing but amazing, and I really hope that the skills that they learn here they can take with them, regardless of whether they get a job or if they can just, you know, give themselves a little more agency at home. You know what I'm saying? I really, it's truly exciting to see them progress and just to see the little victories that we achieve every single day. And I'd like to recognize those. We've got a few awards that I'd like to give to the students. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with that.
All right, how do you want to do it? You gonna hand them out?
Yeah, sure. So our first award, this one was for a student who came in, and one of our first lessons that we learned is about sanitation and safety. Okay, we talk about what it takes to work in a clean kitchen and what it takes to be safe and effective as an employee and to keep people from getting sick, because obviously food poisoning can be a big problem in restaurants. We go through what is called safe staff training, And that gives them a certification that tells the restaurant that they're going to work at that they've been trained in this. They understand the safety procedures and they know how to keep people from getting sick. One of our students actually came in already knowing half the book to it, all right? And we were extremely proud of her for that. So Alexis Forniker. Here's your certificate of completion. And they also earned their Safe Staff certificates, which is a great big deal for them. There you go. Our next student is an absolute bright spot in my day every single day, okay? You have never met a more positive person, and he can absolutely just inject the most positive energy you can imagine into any room he enters. And so I'd like to recognize our gregarious gourmet, Mr. Robert Chris Christian. There you go, my guy. And here is your certificate and your Safe Staff certificate. Good job, buddy. All right. Our next award is for Culinary Curiosity, and this is for a student who sometimes, just can't stop asking questions. She's a avid baker, so she may be coming after you here soon.
Good.
And she is an absolute joy to have in class, and is always eager to learn something new. So Heather Horvath. And here's your Safe Staff certificate.
Thank you, Chef.
Good job. All right, I called our next student our recipe researcher because for the first half of the class, at least, almost every day, she'd come in with a new recipe being like, "Chef, can we make this? Chef, how about this one? This looks like something that you'd like," and would even write them down for me sometimes, which, I appreciate it. I've got all those kept in a book. So Miss Rosalind Odom.
Thanks, Chef.
Good job.
Congratulations.
Yep. Next up, we have, this is an award that I like to give each time that is called the Rising Star Award, all right? This is the student that from the beginning to the end of the class has shown so much improvement from the day one that they walked in to the final day here of graduation. And Ryan Robertson, great job. Oh, I got a bunch to give you, man. Good job. Good job.
You're welcome.
All right, and last but very certainly not least, we have a special award that we present to one individual who just really kind of ties it all together. All right. Would you like to talk about it at all? It is your award.
Over a vociferous objection, they named this for me, and it really is about the proudest thing that I've ever been associated with, and so I'm really excited to meet this year's recipient of the award they named for me, the Paul Ashman Award, and I'm going to let you, or should I call it out?
Well, we can do it together.
All right, and this year's Paul Ashman Award is presented to Justin.
Casey Coleman.
I appreciate it.
Amazing job, buddy. All right. Good job, buddy.
Come on, Casey.
Again, these guys have just been so amazing to work with. I couldn't be more proud of each and every one of them. They have all done such an amazing, amazing job. Because of the COVID-19 and everything that's going on right now, we are not going to encourage people to eat while we are here. So we have to-go boxes that we will give you on the way after everything concludes. But our students also did prepare hors d'oeuvres for you today. And each one of them researched the recipes on their own and prepared them themselves. So it's kind of a showcase of their skills. Ryan actually made a cheesecake with a raspberry topping. Our buddy Chris did cocktail sausages wrapped in bacon and glazed with brown sugar. Really excellent. You're gonna like that. Ms. Heather Horvath did the chocolatiest cupcakes I think I've ever seen in my life. And they are gluten-free, so.
Good.
Justin Coleman did one of his main favorites, good mainstay for him, pigs in a blanket. Alexis got a little creative and did some miniature pizza bites. And Miss Rosalind did a family staple that it's actually one of her own recipes that she got from her family, and she calls it Mexican chicken. It's a really tasty casserole dish.